Hello guys, what is up? Welcome back to this brand new video in React Cooked. So this is your guy, the project guy, and today the topic which we would like to get into would be the keys. So before going into keys, this word is quite cute because do you know about objects? Like objects has key and value pairs. You know that? Okay, that was just general information. I don't know much. So when you it was at 6 minutes, will take 10 minutes. When you make a list, list like, like how do I say? Do we care? We don't care. Okay. When you make a list, basically list could be considered as an array. Okay, for now. Yeah. So like array, you understand, right? Who cares? Sometimes you list. Sometimes your list will need to include something called keys. Okay, I don't know why it will need. Okay, this is unordered list ul tag, and inside this we have list L1, L2, L3. No, it's not named like that. We have like L1. We have what the fuck am I saying? L1. So we have this one. This is list 1, list 2, list 3. So L1 tag is there, and this is I think the text that would be whatever the content of this would be there. It would be is it a variable? No, it's not a variable. And how do we know it's not a variable? Since this entire code is written in JSX, it is JavaScript plus XML. And if we want to represent anything which is a variable, which is a JavaScript variable, that has to be covered in curly braces, and it's not in curly braces. So these are just like pure text. This is a pure text, this is a pure text, and this is a pure text. You understand what I'm saying, right? So this is L1, and they have keys like L1 0, L1 what is this thing called? Minus sign 01, L1 minus sign 02, hyphen. Yeah, this is called hyphen, right? Should I chat GPT this? No. So okay, anyways. So no, yeah. A key in a JavaScript attribute. I don't know. Should I be this happy? I don't know. What if I get sad suddenly? A key is a JSX attribute. Of course, man. This is how we write attributes. Like, in the starting tag, and this is the ending tag, right? So in the starting tag, inside the starting tag, we just write something like this, a kind of a variable which stores a string, and this entire shit is called attribute. So key is a JSX attribute. Since this entire shit is JSX, so this is a JSX attribute. Do you have a problem? I don't have a problem. Okay, an attribute name is a key. An attribute name is a key. Okay, so this one is a key. Like, is it? Yeah. The attribute value should be something unique, similar to the ID list. I don't get this. Like, the attribute name is a key. So key is a key here because key is a key here. I don't know. Or L110 is a key here. Should I chat GPT this? Of course not, man. We'll figure that out, man. Keys do not don't do anything visible. So keys don't do anything visible. Of course, attribute, bro. How can it do anything visible? Huh? I mean, it can. How? Like on click even does something visible. If you click on it, it just. I mean, yeah. Okay. React uses them internally to keep track of the lists. Basically, whatever attributes you type in, generally they are actually for keeping a track of the list, keeping track of stuff. Okay. If you do not use keys when you are supposed to, React might accidentally scramble your list items into a wrong order. Do I understand this right now? I don't. Not all lists need to have keys. Okay, not all lists need to have keys. Okay, a list needs keys either for the following is true, and now I will give the reasons why do we need keys. And yeah, like a list can exist without keys, but why? A list needs keys if the either of the following, like conditions when we need keys. So should we chat GPT and make it kind of minimize so that we can understand this, or should we just read it? Just read it, but still copy this, okay? Because we need to just paste in chat GPT and ask it to summarize it. The list items have memory from one render to the next. Make sense? No. For instance, when a to-do list renders, each item must remember whether if it was checked off. The item should get amnesia when they okay, what is this word? I've heard it many times. What is this word? The loss of memory. Okay, so what is this all about? So, okay, let's read this again. The list item have memory from one render to the next. The list items have memory from one render to next. So it is saying the list items have memory. So list items have memory. I don't get this. For instance, when the to-do list is rendered, each item must remember when it was checked off. And okay, for example, okay, what do you mean by render? For example, there are lists, one list, two lists, three lists, for example, and in a to-do list, if you just click on it, so it just strikes off. So again, we click on this and it strikes off. So it is saying a list should have a memory. That means like even if you have clicked on the second list item, it strikes off, but at the same time, it should continue striking off the first one. The first one should already be striked off. You're understanding, right, what I'm saying? Oh, that's beautiful, right? How did it all happen? Oh, that was a miracle. I was thinking about the Us movie. You know, have you seen the Us horror movie? Yeah. Anyways, so the item shouldn't get amnesia when they render. You understand, right? So if like you clicked on it, so the certain part of the React code got re-rendered. So at least the list item, the initially striked off item should not undo itself. Okay, that's what it's saying. A list order might be shuffled. I don't get this. List item might be shuffled. So what does it mean? List item can't be shuffled and all. Okay. Okay, so what was I saying the last time? Sorry, I got distracted. I had some work. Okay. So basically the list should remember what it did previously before rendering. For that we need keys. Got it, damn man. Continue. A list order might be shuffled. List order might get shuffled. For instance, a list of search results might shuffle from one render to another render. So why do we care? Because of that reason, we will need a list. We need keys. Okay, got it, man. If either of these conditions is true, then you don't have to worry about. If neither of these conditions is true, okay, then you don't need to worry about the keys. If you aren't sure, then never hurts to use them. Use keys, dumbass. Got it. Got it. Okay, on line 10. Okay, why don't we just give it a time to just read the code written here? Okay, we just try to import the React library from the React library. I don't know what the fuck is this. So, okay, create root. This very function is used to create a root or the head of the document file, DOM file, I guess. Yes. So container document get element by ID app. Okay. So in this, so we will be making changes with the element which has an ID app. So you have created a root variable which will create a root which contains the document container. Make sense? No, right? Anyway, so we have an array which is like Rowie, Provost, Gary. So these are the array of a people. So const people list people.map person I is for index of these things here. People. The expression goes here. So we need to put an expression here in. So on line 11, right? Which line we can make changes? No, I'm so sleepy. On line 10. On line 10. Give the L1 element a key attribute. Okay. Key attribute given. And in double quotes or single quotes? Let's just look at it. Double quotes. Okay. What should a key's value be? Huh? Person 1, right? I think just name it L01 or anything. What should I type in here? L1, L2, L3. Oh. You know what? This is pretty cool. And I have a very cool idea to represent this. I'm not even kidding you, bro. Not even kidding you. Anyways, we will try everything. Okay. So, I mean, like, what I'm saying, like, I will be using the index I from the people array. We have map, right? The map provides a parameter called I. So we can use this I into our creation of our individual, you know, lists keys. So like, because it should be rendering every time, so we can use a variable here, right? Okay, anyways, the key must be unique string that React can use correctly, pair with each element with the corresponding item. So it's a cool thing, right? So the map method provides us with a parameter I, which can be used in a unique creation of our key element, key attribute. Makes no sense. I know. I mean, like, okay, we'll just go through and make you understand. Each pair renders the element with its corresponding item in the array. So for each element in people, we must generate a unique value. How can we get .map to produce a unique keys? I can do that. First, add I to the parameter. It's already added. So now you can get a unique. So like, in order to use I, you need to mention I. Okay. Okay, buddy. Lightweight, buddy. So you can get a unique key on each loop by adding the following attribute to the L1 element. Oh. So in my brain it wasn't like this. It was more like using backticks. Okay, I'll just show what was in my brain. So it's more like, it's like person person underscore, and I think it was, you used to use the dollar sign, and herein we used to put in person. Oh, and we used to put in I. I'm not sure if it's gonna result into some error, but I think it should work. Right? God, please work. Okay. Didn't work. Run. So it didn't work. Well, fuck, it didn't work. So this entire thing is a JSX element, right? So let's cover it. Okay, man, what a fuck. So given L1 is an attribute which no, I mean, so how do we check? How do we check? How do we check? How do we check? How do we check what? How do we check the how do I check for the keys? So I want to check for the keys. How do I print the keys on the screen? It should work. It did not work. It didn't work. So I will just ask ChatGPT if it is correct or not. ChatGPT. Mummy. Sorry if you didn't get it. Meme reference and it's my mistake. Bro, कितना time लगेगा भाई? जल्दी भाई. Bro. Okay, so fix if needed. Looks like it mostly, but there's a couple of minor things that could be improved. Just wanna see, okay? So look, my code is correct, right? So I will ask ChatGPT. I'll make the changes here. I'll just shut the fucking copy this here. Right, baby. So now run it. It will run. It did run, but this is very basic. I just wanna ask. So, will the above and this produce the same results or any different? Say motherfucker, quick. Look, the same results. Template letters or string concatenation. So at least this code cat should just get a bit more intelligent. Can I use the index element to pass in the method over loops? I really don't want to get into that. So we did good. We did. Let's move forward. So so react.create element, this entire painful stuff will be dealing with in the next video. Till then, you can say bye bye.